we ready? Positions, please. Quiet on set. Going live. In 5, 4, 3.
Make it zone number 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand. That is awesome. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
No, God, please, no, no.
It's Saturday morning, and you're in the right place at the right time. The Multicoloured Talk Show with your hosts, Stephen Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Absolutely anything. Very good morning. Welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show on this wonderful, wonderful morning. Saturday, of course. Lots and lots to talk about.
You change your batteries?
No, I haven't. I haven't changed my batteries at all. Right. We've got lots to talk about this morning. Firstly, going to remind you very quickly, if you look at the bottom now.
At the bottom.
Pub Quiz
I'm
Podcast.
always looking at bottoms.
Yeah, I bet you are. Old Guy Rules, Chicken Shack.
Oh, yeah.
These are all our social medias. Just come and join us any time you want on Facebook and the whole lot. And we've got to say good morning to our very good friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
And also on Facebook, Spotify.
Somebody asked me the other day, it says,
YouTube.
Steve, the XPTV that you're on, I went, yeah? Is that the same one on my Fire Stick? I went, yeah. There's only one XPTV, isn't there?
There's just one XPTV.
It's on your Fire Stick.
I mean, it would be like you changing the name of your restaurant to Nando's.
Oh.
You know, they do chicken as well.
Not as good as me, though. Frozen chips they use.
I know. Well, you don't, do you?
Oh, I don't. I'm the only restaurant in the whole of Tenerife, I think, that's got all the fresh chips.
But how many chips have you got left?
Oh, that's another question, isn't it? I was on the phone. I was on the phone to somebody this morning.
I'll tell you who he was on the phone.
No, don't you dare tell anybody.
Why?
Because it's not fair.
On who?
On everybody.
On everybody for what?
To find out.
Everyone has the right to potatoes. I think you should.
No, they don't.
In the Constitution, you know, like in America, it's
Yeah.
like you've got the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
I think you should have the right to buy potatoes.
I'm first. Don't forget, I'm first in the
Well,
queue.
I didn't know there was a queue. I really
There's a
didn't.
massive queue.
Absolutely.
Absolute massive.
Good morning to our friends who are
take these
speaking
off.
to us. Ian Clark, good morning to you. Lisa
Ian.
Craig.
Bloody Ian.
Apparently it's sunny in Derby.
Yes, well, it's going to be the hottest day of the year so far.
Can't believe it, mate.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Good morning, Wendy Johns and Joy Cooling from Ireland.
We've got Wendy, the magistrate. We'll need you later, Wendy. Stay tuned.
Yes,
I
stay with us.
I need a judge on here.
Oh, without a doubt.
Here's Sue.
Sue Healy, good morning from a sunny Dublin.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier on in the week. They've gone for a wee visit. Oh, that was Scottish.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't say wee visit. Wee visit.
She's gone for a crack.
And Duncan Blanchard, good morning.
Maybe it's a bloody island. I think we should move the studios to Ireland.
Or I should at least get an Irish flag up here.
Well.
27 degrees last night in the bedroom.
Too much information,
Ian.
Yeah.
When I put the car on in the garage in the shade, it's 27 degrees here. So, you know, doesn't... Jeff's saying it's 32 degrees there in Chesterfield, and Tracy's out buying beer and potatoes. Say no more. Jimmy Flynn, good morning from Lily and Jimmy.
Oh, they're leaving Ibiza?
They're just taking off from Ibiza.
Oh, they're leaving? That was quick.
We've only just come on here, and we are so unbelievably international before we start.
The one thing that we hate is British people, Eddie.
We hate Brits?
No, we go on holidays.
You sure you said
I'm
that?
talking about British people. British people.
You're going to have to qualify that.
When somebody from England, bloody England, goes on holiday somewhere.
And it never happens for people of Scotland.
And it's hotter back home.
Oh, God, yeah.
I hate that.
Well, you know, you get out there and
I just spent $4,000 in this holiday. And my next door neighbour's got a better suntan than me.
They're out in the garden, St. Amo. Good morning from sunny Shaferus.
Oh, it's in Shaferus.
And hi to the guys in the gallery. Good morning, guys in the XP.
Oh, he's down in Shaferus, is he?
Yeah, they're out. The XPTV1 boys are out on Tenerife this week.
Going to Iceland, Darren.
Yes, but they've got a whole crew back in the gallery that's making sure that we're
all right.
out all around the world.
Fingers on the button in case I swear again.
Yeah,
I won't be swearing.
Boys in the gallery, finger on the red button. You know what
I'm
he's
all
like.
right.
You know what he's like.
Hair all right today?
Oh no, Ian, you had to spoil it. He's off to Liverpool after the show for the TUC conference.
Yeah, what they're going to do? They're going to go on strike because it's too hot.
Yeah,
That's what they're going to do, isn't it?
is that the rule now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Too hot. Can't work.
say no more. So yeah, we've got a big old crew working with us this morning from the XBTV1 side. So good morning to all you boys and girls out there in the gallery doing all the sliders.
There's Richard.
Good morning, Richard Goodfellow. How
Yeah,
are you?
known as Goody.
Well, of course he's known as Goody.
I've known every girlfriend, every wife he's ever had.
You had to bring the tone down.
Just
He may have been trying to be a private person this morning.
No. As soon as you meet me, there's nothing private anymore.
Yeah, well, Lisa's just said she's glad he's off to the conference because at least she gets a week of peace.
See, all these TUC people, they're on a jolly. They're all off to Liverpool, staying in a lovely hotel, free meals, free drinks, and all you nutters are paying for it. And at the end of the day, the end of the week, let's just go and strike. Don't they? What are you laughing at?
Clark's just said he's going off to get the pork pie factories on strike next.
Ah, you bloody dear. This is an interesting man. Peter
Peter James Hardy, good
do you
morning.
know him?
The Wayward Wind family. You know them. They were in last night.
Yeah.
In our boat last night. They've got two lovely little granddaughters.
That's
and
them.
we filmed them last night. This Lily came in, right?
Yeah.
And she says, "Can I sing a song?" And of course you can, sweetheart.
you can.
I should have put it on the show this week. It's lovely. And I said, "What do you want to sing?" Now, what would you expect a 5-6-year-old to sing?
Twinkle, twinkle.
Yeah, something like that. Now, I said, "What do you want to sing?" She says, "Have you got any Frank Ifield?"
Really?
Yeah. And I says, "Sorry, Frank Ifield?" She says, "Yeah, it's a song my granddad taught me." And it was, "It's the wayward wind." Doop, doo, doo. This is 5-year-old singing
Jesus.
Frank
well
Ifield.
done.
Absolutely
But
brilliant.
no, this guy, Peter,
Yeah.
he's a private investigator.
Is he?
Yeah.
You
He's
don't have
got-
to whisper.
All right.
They've got volume controls on the telly.
He's
They can
got
turn them up.
stories, I'll tell you.
I bet.
Bet
Private.
you
I wonder if he does divorce cases following people who are cheating and things like that.
Oh, it's better than that.
It's better than that.
Yeah.
Tell me off screen.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lisa Smith from a hot Essex. Good morning,
Oh,
Carl.
Lisa, yeah, she's lovely. Her son's Jack the fireman. What's that?
Carl Wolfer says, "Tell us who cut your hair, Steve, and we'll come and get him." Said Hamill. Angie B, good morning. Can't stop. Got a plane to catch. Maybe see you later. Angie and Aidan, they're getting the plane this
Pork
morning.
pies, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't need any more. For God's sake, don't bring me any more for a while.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
a little bit later. Good morning, XPTV1, the guys from the sunny UK XPTV1 gallery.
red button.
Red button on standby. Thanks, guys. You never know. You might need it as soon as some of these photos come up.
What photos?
I've got a couple on there. Sue Healy, Frank Highfield. My mum had all his records. I used to love it. Ashley, hello.
Well, at your
Robinson.
age, there must be 78.
There's Ashley Robinson.
Oh, Ashley from Canada.
From Canada. So
So
far,
it's 6 o'clock in the morning in
I know
Canada.
they're getting up at 6 o'clock. They've either got to
Because
go
they like
to
the
work.
syrup
The syrup. Oh, have you ever had that? They put syrup on
on
the egg and-
pancakes,
on the
everything,
bacon.
on everything.
Pancakes and syrup on the same plate as a
Honestly,
full
the
breakfast.
Canadians make me laugh. You ever been on holiday? You meet Canadians. When you go to the restaurant, the buffet,
Yeah.
they come in with bags. This is true. They've got their own ketchup, their own syrup, they've got all these condiments on the. That's how I get to know them.
So they're not actually in the restaurant. They bring them themselves.
Well, they bring all this crap along with them, like the syrup, the ketchup. What's wrong with the ketchup? Oh, it's not good. It's not as good as Canadian ketchup.
Ah.
This is made from real tomatoes. You know.
Real. What do you mean real tomato?
I don't know. You ask them. I have no
Well,
idea.
surely ketchup. I mean, we'll use a brand name. Heinz. Other brands are available. Surely there's a big percentage of tomatoes. isn't
Not
there?
according to the bloody Canadians, I tell you.
Oh right. Well, there you go.
You want to see it, Eddie? Not just one, not just Ashley, the whole bloody everybody.
Good morning, Jane Baxter. Good morning from hot Leicestershire, home of the pork pie. You be careful. Clark is on his way to shut you down.
Yeah.
28 degrees. Unbelievable.
That's good, isn't it?
It's
England,
great.
well, you deserve it though, haven't they? They went through a lot.
Oh, they did. I mean, all that cold weather and the water and the rain and the crooked house burning down and
Everything
everything.
just went wrong for England.
Oh, Oh, there you go. Ashley, we're getting the tomato sauce story now. Ashley says our ketchup is thicker. Theirs tastes like tomato sauce.
Yeah. I told you.
I just can't believe that.
I can't tell you a true story. Happened with the chicken shack a while ago. It was
Go on, then.
I had an American in,
Right.
and they said, yeah, some ketchup. And I gave him the ketchup. But after the meal, there's an American couple. I said, everything all right? Did you enjoy it? He said, wow, that's the best chicken I've ever had. And your red wine, oh, love it, love it, love it. The only thing we didn't like, I said, what was that? I'm like panicking. What was it? The ketchup. They complained about the bloody ketchup.
So the meal was fine.
The meal was fine. The
drinks
drinks
were
were priced. I mean, it was just the ketchup. I've got to get proper ketchup in.
I don't know.
The Americans.
Really? Oh, well, say no more. Right. Interesting. So, good morning, Shauna Jones.
Oh,
how are we? Well, I'm okay. You okay?
I'm all right. I've been worse, haven't you? You've seen me worse.
John Gilhillan, good morning.
Oh, where's John?
Sunny Hamilton.
Oh, he's back in Hamilton, is he?
Just been out doing the same as Tracy, buying beer and potatoes. Can't be bad. Right. Let's get to our my first subject. I think I've got
your first. You only get one subject in this show.
No, but I've got a couple of three today. Yours is.
Am I going to get in?
Yeah, eventually. I mean, wait your turn.
People are waiting for me.
Yeah, I'm sure
They are. I've got a great subject today.
Just want to talk about this for a second. Has anybody seen this? Do you know what this is, guys?
Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is.
This is an historic moment for our island, because what they've been doing is they've been putting in a new tunnel from
Santiago Taide
to
El Tanque.
And it's going to be 7 kilometres long.
The longest tunnel.
Longest tunnel in the Canary Islands. And this is the moment where the drill head broke through and linked the two sides of the tunnel. Now, this is fantastic, because if you go up to Santiago del Teide,
you want to see it
now, it's a bit of a mess. In all fairness,
it's
not the town, but the approach road is. It's a bit confusing, but they're
What were
putting
you doing up there?
I was paying the water bill for the bar, if you must know.
All right.
So we went up there, and the road systems are really, they're a bit confusing, aren't they?
Can I ask you what day you were there?
I can't remember.
Because it's changing every 4 hours.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. But as we were going up, they were taking parts of the new bridges, and they're like precast concrete lintels, and they're huge.
Because they build the side walls.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Build the side walls, and then on Monday the other bits started to arrive that you've seen in the big long trucks.
Yeah.
So the side walls, and then the bit comes and they put it in there.
Yeah.
I think there's about 10, and then they'll concrete it all.
I think your visual explanations were brilliant,
Thank you
because
very
everybody watching knows what this means, and we're away. But here's a question: how much has this project cost? Do we know?
Oh, I have no idea. Don't ask these sort of questions.
Well, I'll be interested. And how's it going to save time? It's going to cut the time from getting from one side of the island incredibly. And is it going to be linked to the end of the new motorway?
Yes.
So you just drive straight through?
Yes. You're going to come out the tunnel, El Bicho.
Yeah.
That's called the El Bicho.
Yeah.
That's the tunnel. And then you come out, and then you go carry on, then you go through the big long tunnel.
All right.
Come out to El Tanque, get on the TF5, and you're in Port of la Cruz.
Great. Now, what happens to all the towns on the road that we use now? Because they're going to become dead and obsolete, aren't they?
Right. See, well, the very, very important thing is...
Good question.
No, that's a good question. Santiago Taide, the bars will open up there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, do you know this?
No.
Because people stop off. They'll get petrol, they'll get a coffee, they'll get a sandwich. Because, for example, if you leave somewhere up the north, the first place you'll get a town is Santiago del Teide, where you can stop.
Yeah.
Before then, you used to go through Arguayo, down to Chile. People used to stop at Chile, in Gia. Now with the motorway, they're passing them by. So if you leave Santiago del Teide, the next bit you'll hit is a petrol station out off Los Cristianos. Mm-hmm. Unless you want to come off the motorway.
Okay.
So Santiago del Teide, when they put the plans in for the motorway, the council specifically says that they need good cut-offs. So when you're coming from the north El Tanque through the tunnel, you're going to come right off into Santiago del Teide, get your coffee and sandwich, and back onto the motorway.
Alright, so there will be like cut-off points that you can
Absolutely.
get on.
And also the gateway to Masca. Santiago del Teide is the gateway. More people go to Masca through Santiago del Teide than they do in Buena Vista.
Yeah.
So once again, they'll be coming off Santiago del Teide, driving through Santiago del Teide, and then going up to Masca to give people an opportunity to stop at one of the bars and restaurants.
Brilliant. Let's just catch up with a few of the comments because they're gonna roll by. Steve's new pork pie cellar. Apparently, that's what they're building. They found Steve's hidden money. That's where you've been hiding it in the tunnel, right? And Tracy, she's back. She's got her spuds. So wonderful.
Well done.
And Steve's John Gilhooly's saying they've got the same photo there in the UK. It's going to be a new tunnel from Wandsworth Prison to the town centre. We'll talk about that later. Good morning from a hot and sunny Isle of Man.
That's John Skinner. He's ex-mayor.
Yeah,
he's the ex-mayor of the Isle of Man.
And there's my good friend Alison Broom from Stafford. Great show as usual, guys, from Alison and Alex. And we're going to say good morning to Eric. Now, Eric's the guy that puts 60s bar into the Stafford Rangers match programme.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, you showed us that, haven't you?
Eric, I've got something for you from Holly. This is nothing personal, but it's from Holly. Okay? Just thought I'd do that.
Maybe Eric put the Chicken Shack in the programme as well.
James and Shirley Gerald.
Oh,
good morning.
They're my supermarket sweeps, aren't they?
And good morning, Graham Wilson.
Good morning, Graham.
Cool is that. Now we're going to cut away from the chat in a moment, but there will be a reason.
You know, you do realise I don't have a clue what he does everyone. I just go in here and ask him what he says. Nah, I'm not telling you.
Recently, but have we finished with the tunnel?
Yeah, tunnel's gone. Yeah,
I just think it's great.
Lovely.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. My house has gone up in value. Now I'm in Las Americas in 20 minutes. It used to take me 45 minutes, and it takes me 45 minutes to get to Puerto Cruz. But now at tunnels it'll be 20 minutes. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And normally you have to drive around the island. It'll take you 2 hours. It's going to take you now an hour and a half.
There's Karen and Rick. Say good morning to Rick in hospital. Good morning,
what's
Rick.
happened to Rick?
Oh, I don't know, and I don't think it's a good forum to find out. But we will say, whatever you're in hospital for, hope it's all sorted and that you get well soon. So, good morning to Rick.
He might work there.
Well, good morning to you, Rick. On the other hand, if you weren't there, good morning.
Yeah,
have a good day at work, which is brilliant. I never thought of it like that.
Thank you very much.
When people say hospital, you go, oh.
Well, I told somebody last night the story about what happened to me. My friends went to Poland. Did I tell you this story?
No, go on.
My friends were going to Poland to a wedding and I was invited, but I didn't go because it was too expensive for the weekend. And these two ladies were going. They were going to go for 10 days. I said, we're going to make a holiday out of it. Oh, well, I think I've told you this.
You made them.
And the lady says, we're going to go to Auschwitz.
Oh, I think you've told me.
And I said, Auschwitz. I said, yeah, the prison thing. She says, yes. She says, my dad was there. And I said, did he work there?
No, he was in.
I know.
Oh,
anyway.
Oh,
doesn't matter.
Terrible. Right, now, there's been a huge rumour going around Los Gigantes in recent weeks.
About me?
Well, not just about you. And it's caused a lot of consternation. People have been phoning up, booking tables in places that don't exist.
You talking about Chicken Shack too?
Yes, I am.
Right.
Yes, I am.
Bloody Jason, innit?
Well, I know. Jason put a sign, and I was going to put a picture of it up, but I can't find one.
I called the chef a frog.
Well, did you really? Did you call the chef a frog?
I do apologise.
You never did you?
I do apologise.
I'll tell you what, let's find out. What we did...
You're not playing it, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, God, Eddie.
What we did was, Steve went to dispel the rumours, and I just got to find out, this may be a bit loud, but we'll just check it.
I called them a frog.
Let's have a look.
Don't play that.
Vive La Pen. Yeah, Vive La Pen. Listen, everybody. Everybody's been talking about
I don't know, can we hear it?
adventure. Myself, Jason, and Bernard.
Can't
And
hear
Bernard's come up
No, we
tonight
can't
to
hear that.
apologise
Thank God for
to
that.
me.
Oh,
Bernard, maybe
no.
you want to tell everybody
That's Jason
why?
and Bernard.
Is it really?
Yeah. I can't hear it, Eddie.
What have I done?
Good.
What have I done?
No, they don't want to hear it.
Frogs?
They do want to
No,
hear it.
they don't want to hear it,
Yes,
Eddie.
of course they want to hear it. People want
Yeah,
to hear
so it's
you
official
being
now, everybody.
abusive.
Isn't it, Jason? It's very sad.
I like French people.
Well, I'm gonna try and fix that before the end.
Has been put on this shelf for the moment.
But it's not. Oh, that's such a shame.
Oh, it's a fantastic
Ladies
bit.
and
Isn't
gentlemen,
that a
listen,
shame? No, it's
everybody,
could be in
everyone's
there,
talking
could be
about
in
the
there.
Chicken Shack
Oh, there it
adventure.
is.
Myself,
No.
Jason,
Let's
and
press that
Bernard.
button.
And Bernard's
Advanced
come up tonight
audio
to apologise
properties,
to me. Bernard, maybe you want to tell everybody
interview,
why?
monitor off,
Just because
monitor and output, close.
to deal with more
Is that working now?
No.
More what? Frogs?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
See,
So, right.
yeah, so it's official now, everybody, isn't it?
Let's
Jason?
just
Better
turn that off
sound.
and we'll start it again. So we're dispelling rumours now, and we're going to press this button.
You tell us.
This is what we said.
Yeah, Viva La- Listen, everybody.
I'll just
Everyone's
sit here and
talking
listen.
about the Chicken Shack 2 adventure. Myself, Jason, and Bernard. And Bernard's come up tonight to apologise to me. Bernard, maybe you want to tell everybody why?
Well, just because
That's Bernard.
Steve didn't want to.
He's French, by the way. Yeah.
More what? Frogs?
Did you just call him a frog?
See,
Did
yeah,
you
so it's
just
official
call
now, everybody,
Bernard
isn't it?
a
Jason, better
frog?
sound. I was looking forward to
Did
working
you?
with Jason. And of course, the Chicken Shack 2 has been put on the shelf for the moment.
Is that
We
rude?
have to go.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I
No,
mean,
the
if
thing
somebody
is-
calls
the
me
thing
a
is-
brum,
we
I'm
were
quite
about-
happy with that.
Yeah.
We were about it.
You
It's
know,
about charity.
but this is Steve was talking to Jason and Bernard, dispelling the rumours that there was going to be
Chicken Shack too.
chicken
Well,
shack.
they opened up on Tuesday night. The amount of people have been getting to Charlie's Bistro asking for chicken chips and
I
salad.
know, I know. There you go. Oh, people are saying we can hear them. Thank you, guys. Hi, guys. Can you sort out? We've done that one. Right, so this
Great
is what
friends
happened.
of mine.
They are. They're good friends.
Great
Good-
friends of everybody.
Tell you what,
great restaurant.
Great
I think it's
restaurant.
number one in TripAdvisor.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Well, that can't be bad, can it?
Of course it is, they deserve it.
Well, it's number one now that I've closed my restaurant. The Three Stooges, and they hadn't had a drop to drink.
No, they were ratted.
Dead right. Unbelievable.
I was working.
Unbelievable. So, just to dispel all rumours, Chicken Shack 2
No.
is not going to happen. Oh, Duncan said he's got Chicken Shack 2 in his back garden. They've just built a new chicken coop there.
Oh, have they?
Oh, yeah, split the chickens up. They were fighting.
All right.
San Amel. And then John Lawson. Hi, guys. How are you? Good to see you. And Stephen Pearce says, good morning. I shall say this only once. Or does it, I shall say this only once. He's talking about Burnaby in French.
Oh, yeah.
You're not on the ball this morning.
No, that's that programme.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one.
there you go. Right, we're going to cut away from the chat at the moment. Keep chatting. 'cause
Wow,
we'll
what you
catch
got
up.
now?
I want to go. I know I'm covering lots of subjects
You are.
this morning.
You are. You've done the tunnel. You've upset the French. Anyone else you got up your sleeve?
But we are just going to say happy birthday one more time to XPTV1 because we love them, they love
We
us.
do.
And all the boys in the gallery have spent a lot of time putting things like this together. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in a little while with something for Steve.
It's hard to imagine that just 3 years ago we had an idea, just a seed, an acorn. Bring music to the masses, maybe bigger masses, but your kind of music. On your mobile, at home, in fact anywhere. We needed a plan, a studio that fitted our budget. Now the music, old school, not quite that old, a bit newer, closer, perfect. And we began transmitting. And we got our first listener, my mom. And we began to grow, nationally, then globally, to almost 2.5 million listeners today worldwide. So how's our acorn? Well, thanks to you, it has strong roots. We now produce our own TV programs and have exciting new programming planned for the future. And as for my mum, she still listens and she'll be getting an extra big slice of birthday cake from us on our 3rd birthday, thanks to you. Happy birthday to us, XPTV1, 3 years old.
Doesn't matter. Welcome back, guys. Just going to say hello to Jane Williams. Good morning, and also Joe Roberts says shame about Mike Yarwood. We lost Mike Yarwood.
That's for older generation people.
Yeah, he was great. You know, what can I say? He was
What
great.
was his catchphrase?
Well, he used to do all the impersonations of mainly political people. I didn't think he was that good of an impersonator.
1960s, Eddie.
Yeah, but he's died. What a shame.
Yeah.
Right, now listen, guys. We are going to cut away
Again?
from the ads just to come to the full screen.
All right, so I look
For
better.
a
I look
second.
better in the full screen.
Do you really? Is
Yes.
your complexion right and
Yeah.
everything? Right, I've got to say, firstly, thank you to Michelle and her family for bringing me a wonderful packet of watercress from Morrison's.
Yeah.
Other stores are available.
You got a packet of watercress,
I did.
didn't you, this week? Watercress.
And what did you get?
What?
I got pork pies as well and ham hock pies
Did you?
from Brenda.
Oh, that was last week's.
But Brenda bought you this. Move over a bit. Look at that.
That's good. That's stained glass.
That's great. It is. Well, Brenda's hobby is
It's making stained glass.
So Stevie has now got
A cock.
no, it's a rooster
Oh, is
or
it?
a chicken or something. But that is, how lovely is that?
That is very good. It's something
That
shy.
is great.
That's stained glass. That is. It's
That
something you
is-
get in some cathedral. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Also, this, we're going away from food now. What's this?
I got you one, Eddie. I got you one.
You got me one of the. No way.
What size? Yours is extra LL.
Yeah, it'll have to be. Oh my
And
goodness.
here's a surprise for you.
Oh look. Oh, thank you so much. I will treasure this. Oh,
We've got the Chicken Shack t-shirts.
where'd you get them from then?
Oh, what was the name? Brought them in.
Well, that's excellent that you remembered. To be honest,
I brought you one down, Eddie.
but
Chicken
thank
Shack
you.
t-shirts.
I might wear it tonight in the bar.
Jason's got Chicken Shack 2 t-shirts.
That's it. But to be honest, this is what Stevie's been getting over the last few years.
Oh yeah, that was me apple pies, apple slices from
Apple pies
Lisa.
and slices. What's this?
Oh, it's a bottle of gin from
Bottle of
Cotswolds.
gin.
Cotswolds
Bottle of
gin.
gin. Yeah. Yeah. What else have you had,
Oh, I've
Steve?
had lots of things. I've had me pork pies.
Yeah,
I've had,
look,
my
Scotch pies.
Scotch pies, and
Yeah.
then with chips and beans. They were lovely.
They're nice, they are.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Scotch.
pies.
I like
I mean,
them.
I know it looks like. Oh, look, Tunnocks caramel.
One of my favourite
biscuit.
caramel.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
they're the
word.
wafers. I like logs as well.
This is
a lot
it.
of coconut on the logs.
You like a bit of log, right?
Oh,
Let's
this
have a
was nice.
Look.
This is my Terry's mint.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And my pork pies with Branston on the top, my favourite. And my relish, I got some salad cream from Graham, Michelle and Graham.
Yeah.
They brought me that salad cream. So I was running out. I only had a little bit of salad cream left. So luckily Graham brought me some.
Yeah.
And then I've got I've got my key. Is they key rings?
Biscuits, key rings.
Yeah, got them.
You're getting off screen.
I'm
Move in a bit.
coming back in.
Okay. Oh, look, there's
And
loads
my
of
shortbread, caramel oils, and a lovely
More
bottle
gin.
of Eden Mill gin, my favourite, because I got another bottle this week, believe it or not.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was a few, yeah.
What are these?
These are from Austria. These are Mozart chocolates from Vienna. These are beautiful. Isabel brings me them every time she comes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I always get two.
What, pork pies?
And more and these chocolate. I ate that bar of Galaxy in one go.
Is that little pork pies there?
Yeah, little pork pie behind you.
And big
Look,
ones.
and these are big ones.
Oh, and back to the toffee.
Toffee, I love that. I ate them. Limited edition as well, lady.
Well, fantastic.
Orange toffee crisp. They were beautiful.
I'll get another pork pie.
Just has to be another lovely. That was a beautiful. That was a nice pork
That
pie.
was a good
That was a
pork pie.
lot of jelly in that one.
Was there
Yeah,
really?
really a lot of jelly.
Like a Dundee cake.
Tom brought me this from Dundee. I love a Dundee fruit cake. Really,
My word.
really nice. A little bit of butter on it. You
I
can't
can't
go wrong
believe-
with a Dundee fruit cake. I need
Look,
more of
oh,
that.
we're back to the-
And
right.
you're back to the slices that
This is
Lisa
what-
made me.
This is what gets me.
What?
All these people, why aren't they being done at the airport for carrying contraband?
Because I've got friends.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, what you don't know
Yeah.
is, you work on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I'm off on Tuesday
You're off on a
night.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
So what I did was, I shouldn't have done this. I went up your house and I took a picture of your pantry. And if you look, there's millions of each item there in the pantry. And he's had to build.
The toilet roll.
Yeah. He's had to build this pantry
I had to.
because you guys keep bringing stuff out.
Yeah.
Look at it.
27 jars of French mustard in there, Eddie.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you.
Unbelievable.
And that's what you've been doing.
This week was unbelievable.
When I first met Stevie, he was about 60 kilos. And now he just weighs
weighing in.
pork pies and sweets.
But
and
you've lost a bit of weight this week,
yes,
Eddie.
I have lost a bit of
Yeah,
weight.
I seen
this
him. He
week.
was out in his little lycra thing on the other day.
Little lycra. I haven't got a little lycra thing.
You certainly did, Eddie. I said, well, you're looking well, Eddie.
Well,
And tell her why you're looking well.
I don't just stopped eating potatoes.
You don't have many potatoes.
No, and I couldn't have stopped at a better time.
You could, yeah. The only time he gets
To be
potatoes when
honest.
it comes to the chicken shack for my chips.
Yeah, well, I only have a couple then.
You
as
only
well.
have a couple there, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's like I've stopped eating potatoes.
Yeah,
I've
you're
stopped
looking well.
And I love a bit of mashed peas, gravy, sausage. I love all that sort of
love
stuff. And I don't eat crisps anymore. I've stopped with the crisps.
Well, I see he's walking down the road last week with tomato flavour crisps from Le Mercadona.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what you've done to this place. Have you kicked that light again?
What
I keep
have I done?
fading in and out. Look at me.
Guys, you're not eating potatoes, that's why.
Oh, that's what it is. I'm losing weight from everywhere. Right, so
Is that it?
No, that's
yeah,
it.
you told everybody I don't need anything.
Well, you do. You always need.
No,
things.
I'm getting my list ready for Christmas, mince pies and things like that. I'm getting that ready for you all. What's that?
There's a million dogs going mad out there.
Oh, don't mention dogs. The law changes.
Absolute
The law
millions.
changes this month.
Right, let's catch up. Say hi to everyone. Talented guy. Yes, watercress has more nutrients than any other vegetable. So there you go.
Don't know.
Oh,
What?
it's that bloke with the
The
van.
van. What have you done with your watercress?
I've eaten it.
Because you were going on about you wanted your egg sandwiches.
I had some.
Did you? The
I-
watercress?
But I didn't have sandwiches. I just did a couple of eggs on a plate.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hard boiled.
I had some aromat on it and yes, and watercress, which is great. Good morning, boys. You're a bit late this morning, Shelley, but we will let you off. You'll be okay. Tracy Fagan, you sound like the Generation Game. It did. Going through all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just like the Generation Game.
All he wants Caliban Oak wine.
Yeah. She does.
No.
Yes. Do you know something? The studio walls here are really thick, right? And this guy goes round town with a van
I
with
used
some
to.
speakers
I used to.
on the top.
It's like North Korea.
You can hear it. It is. I'll just shut that window a bit.
Sue Healy, which law
That's
changes for dogs, Steve? Very interesting. I might talk about that next week.
Yeah.
It comes into law, I think, the 23rd of September, all the new laws. Absolutely fandabidosi, and about time also. Remind me next week, I'll get that out. Will I get it out?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be asking me questions like that.
Yeah.
Jane's got a good point. What about goodies for Eddie? I'm fine.
He's losing
fine.
weight.
Yeah, but I can still drink.
No.
I can still eat other things.
You got a t-shirt to
I'll tell
wear.
you, if you want to bring me something, bring me a shotgun so I can shoot his speakers. As he goes past, I'll just go take his
Radio
speakers out, I tell you. Yes, Hollywood's Kylie Minogue wine. And yeah, we'll talk about the change in law for dogs next week.
And
Quite
cats.
And cats, quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. About
It
time
is.
they did this. Welcome Spain to the 21st century.
Well, I'm not sure.
You
to
not
be
like the
honest.
new laws?
Do you know what? I love dogs, but I'm not a dog lover. Do you know what that means? That means if a dog comes in the bar,
You sound like I've eaten my knees.
no,
Chef.
I'll fuss the dog. I'll give him treats, but I would never own a dog. And I'll tell you why. It's not because I couldn't look after a dog.
Yeah.
It's because my lifestyle doesn't allow me the pleasure of having a dog. Maybe when I've retired and I've got time on my hands.
And between you
then
and me,
yes.
a lot of people over here have got dogs, shouldn't have dogs.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
It's not
But
good.
I just think that if you've got a full lifestyle,
Yeah.
it's unfair on an animal.
No, I totally agree with you.
If you can't invest the time into that, I mean, the old saying, a dog is not just for Christmas, it's quite true. It's part of your family, part of your life, and if you haven't got the time to exercise it,
You see the clam
Clean up the
pits round here, Eddie. They've got a dog, don't know why. They go to work, they come home, take it round the block, craps everywhere, pisses everywhere, and takes it home and put it back in the house again.
yeah.
What's the point?
But what's all that about? What's
Yeah.
the point in having a dog?
Don't understand it. I upset Lisa. Lisa's a vegetarian, a vegan.
Oh, you never fed a dog.
No, well,
Oh.
what she complained. My potato field, you've seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we all grew all my potatoes.
everyone's seen it.
Everybody's seen it, but in the corner, Eddie,
Yeah.
in the left-hand side corner, is where I buried my dog,
Yeah, I know, I remember.
Paco,
Yeah.
and she got upset because she's vegetarian, and because I buried my dog in the same field I grew the potatoes.
Yeah, but there's a wall round him.
Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
don't worry. I said, if you grow a tail, start barking.
Yeah.
And Ian says she's barking already.
Say no more. But yeah, it's
Oh dear.
Sue, it's going to be an interesting subject when he gets round to it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to do a bit of research.
Oh, I do research all that. You know, my subjects have always been researched.
Not all of them.
All of them.
No.
Yeah.
Where's your paperwork?
It's all up here, isn't it? All up here.
Where's your working out? Where's your crossing up and marking off?
It's as my bridge, isn't it? My bridge.
Yeah. Wonderful explanation.
Yeah.
Say no more. Right, so we're going to advertise ourselves in a bit, not much, and then we're getting on to Stevie's.
Oh, is it my subject already?
Oh, hang on a sec. Ours goes to my dad when we are both at work. No, he's not got a massive garden. Do you know something? Some of the messages that come on here that
She's a school teacher.
I know we need an interpreter.
Oh, is that way,
Ours
is it? Is
goes
that
to. I'm assuming that means that when they go out, they
dog.
take the dog with them.
Yeah.
My dad's when we are both at work. Oh, the dog goes to the dad's when they're both at work.
On the 23 bus.
He has a massive garden. Well, there you go.
There
then.
you go.
I've deciphered it.
Yes.
Good morning, Janet Kerr.
Janet from Scotland. Good
How you
morning,
doing?
Janet. She's lovely. She
Hey.
likes a good drink, doesn't she?
Does she?
I seen her in Bar Central about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She's about 90.
I know. She can shift it though, can't she?
She can. She
can
brings me loads of
shift it.
stuff over. Sausage rolls
Does she?
and biscuits and everything. Love you, Janet. Love you.
What does that then? You can't read. Should gone to school. Lise, you're just digging your hole deeper. Just leave
This is
it.
the problem with schools, with youth. Now, if that's a school teacher writing, what chance have the pupils got?
Yeah, but she's doing it on purpose now. But I know what you mean. I mean,
Nah, that's the way she talks and writes.
whatever happened to the English language?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no.
gone, isn't it?
Hi, beautiful janitor. Cat still at El Marquez. What does that mean?
They've got a cat over in El Marquez and everybody feeds it.
All right.
Yes, the council wanted to put it down. And that
What do
reminds
you mean the council was going to go up and say you call yourself a cat?
Yeah.
That's not
I
a very good cat.
I don't know if you all know Cliff the hairdresser. Do you know
Yeah,
Cliff the
yeah,
hairdresser? Well, I found out a story about him. Can I tell the story?
You be careful.
And it was quite funny though.
You be careful.
So somebody told me that Cliff was upset because they put his rent up €50 a month because the landlord found out he had a dog, right?
He's a lovely dog.
Lovely dog. So I met Cliff 2 days Thursday, and I said to him, he said, how are you, Steve? I said, oh, fuming, absolutely fuming. He said, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? I said, not me, I'm a friend. I said, what happened? Well, he had to put his dog and cat down. Oh, what happened? It was, well, he rents his apartment, and the guy says he's putting the rent up €50 per animal. So it's going to be €100 every month. He says they can't afford it, so it was cheaper to put the cat and dog down. He went mad.
Oh, dear.
I had to calm him down and tell him I was joking.
Tracy says, don't do that. We love our little cat.
Yeah, we love the cats. Jason's he's got a cat.
Yeah, but
I've got cats. Everybody's
Cats aren't pets.
Yeah.
No, they're not. They've got their own agenda. You say to a dog, sit, the dog goes, okay.
Not all dogs.
Most of them. If you train them right. But you say to a cat, sit, and the cat will go, huh. I'll give it a
No,
thought.
my cats do what they're told.
Good morning, David Miller.
Morning, David.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you going on about? No, that's next week. So let's not
That's
jump.
next week. Let's not jump into that at the moment. So what have we done today? We've done all your gifts, your new pantry.
Yeah. The tunnel.
We've said good morning to our friends on the chat bits.
The boss is in Tenerife.
The boss is in Tenerife.
And he knows he's got free chicken in the chicken shack. He's got free beer in 60s.
Yeah, so there you go. He'll be up.
And they're coming back with my subject, so I hope the magistrate's still there because we need some advice from the magistrate.
Oh, yes.
And I won't be swearing, so let's go, Eddie. Let's
advertise
I
ourselves.
need another cup of tea.
Yeah, I haven't got one at all today.
No, wait, Holly.
Let's advertise ourselves, and we'll be back right after this.
Join us at 60s Bar in Los Gigantes for games, quizzes, karaoke and much, much more. We are located just down the steps in front of the pharmacy. A friendly, local pub, perfect for you and your family. 60s Bar, Los Gigantes.
Everybody has fun at the Chicken Shack. Where else can you go to get a fabulous meal, fabulous entertainment? Well, Stevie. Great drinks, all at the right price. The atmosphere is tremendous. Join us at the Chicken Shack. For reservations, call 922 862459. The Chicken Shack in Puerto Santiago. Or join us on Facebook at the Chicken Shack Fan Club. I'll probably wear that.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I was talking about the Chick Shack t-shirts. He's going to wear it in the bar too.
That'd be
great. I mean, I appreciate that free advertising.
Good morning, young Mrs. Atkinson.
Oh, yeah. She's been busy working all week. She has as well. Bloody retire.
She's not retarded anymore. Well, she can't be. She keeps
She's bloody working.
Yeah, say no more.
Right, before we get to my subject,
before we get to your subject.
Yeah, something very interesting happened this week.
What was that?
The connection, the Canary Islands. It was all in the UK news, scaremongering again. Bloody scaremongering in the media. We had 10 small earthquakes.
Yes.
Between here and La Palma and round about 3 in the Richter.
Yeah, not big.
Nothing to worry. We get them all the time.
And quite a depth as well.
But they were expecting a big earthquake the last 18 months between Tenerife and Gran Canaria. They were expecting this big one. These experts, what do you call the experts?
Yeah, that'll be them.
So there's been a lot of movement.
What is it? Expertologists.
There
you go.
There's been a lot of movement here in the Canary Islands under the plates for the last 18 months.
Yeah.
And what happened yesterday?
Yeah, in Morocco.
Tenerife, Morocco.
Yeah.
600 miles away.
Very close.
600 bloody miles, that's all it is. So I predicted, I presume, this is going to do with something with us, isn't it?
I don't know.
If they were saying they were expecting a big earthquake in the Canary Islands archipelago, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did it move over to Morocco? Only 600 miles, and the planet Earth is nothing.
At the moment, 632 people are dead.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, here we go. We're getting answers for it. Ian says it was you chucking your pork pie in the freezer.
Because the earthquakes?
Yeah.
No.
And Lee said, her dad said it was you farting.
The earthquake? No.
No, it's quite sad for the Moroccan.
Yeah,
but
they've had a few in their time, haven't they? They've had quite a few earthquakes over there. But you wouldn't think.
Thank you, the guys in the gallery at XPTV1, seismologists are the Earth side. That's the word you're looking for.
I used to date somebody like that.
What, seismologist?
Yeah.
Or just somebody of a size?
No, he was obsessed with the size.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. you are one weird person.
Oh, right, so, where were we? So,
bad earthquake in Morocco.
But you wouldn't think Morocco, you think earthquakes New Zealand, you think earthquakes over in Los Angeles, don't you? Japan.
Well, I've had people messaging me saying,
are you alright?
Yeah, are you okay? Did you feel anything? Did you, But,
I was here at the big earthquake we had in 1986.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2 people that died. Some bars collapsed in Os Cristianos up in Candelaria as well. Yeah. I was here in 86 for that one. But we've not really had a big one.
No. Good morning, Arthur. Well, his name's Glenn, really. Roasted here. It's 33 degrees.
You're not going to cope, are you? I tell you what. This is why Ian Clark, the unionist, can go on a meeting. You know why?
Why?
Because the train drivers were in strike. They've all went back to work because they just want to go back to work because now they can't work because it's too hot. Mm-hmm. The trains won't run. They don't run if it's too windy because of the leaves. They don't run because it's too rainy because of the wet.
If it's snowing.
They can't. Now it's too hot. Do you remember last year it hit 30 degrees and it's the tracks will buckle.
Yeah, but you know when it's snowing, right?
Yeah.
And they say we can't run because there's snow on the lines. Have you seen these trains in Alaska?
Yeah.
They just plough through it.
Or Ashley from Canada, plough, innit?
Right,
not in England with the TUC. Let's go on strike.
Hang on a second. He's a responsible person. Ian Clark, he says he's driving. And he's watching us. That's responsible, isn't it?
He is. He's a union rep.
Yeah, Duncan Blanchard said the earthquake was you dropping your wallet.
I bloody wish.
Stop press. Daniel Kaleidoscope captured in Chiswick. Khalifa, well, that's funny, isn't it?
Kaleidoscope?
That's not his name. His name's Daniel Khalifa. And that is just, Wendy, that is so spooky because this...
That's what I want to talk about.
This is what Steve wants to talk about.
You're talking about sensational press. Right, aren't they?
Okay.
They painted this guy. If you hadn't seen his picture, right? They painted this guy as an SAS soldier. You were expecting Arnold Schwarzenegger. You were expecting Rambo to come out. A 21-year-old skinny little bloke. Look at him. Look at him. But you know what I mean? Oh, he's escaped. He's dangerous. Don't approach him. My mother would hit him with a handbag and knock him out.
Yeah, well...
Don't approach him. Don't approach him. He's dangerous.
Only if they can find him. But they found him now.
Are you sure? A 21-year-old little skinny cadet. He's been in the army, what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Lisa, their son Craig's in the army. It takes more than 2 years to be a killer.
No.
Look at these eyes. Don't like his eyes, though.
No, they're a bit shifty, aren't they, then?
A bit shifty.
Yeah.
But, let's be honest, Eddie. I wouldn't put him down as a dangerous terrorist. He's not even... Let's see, what did he do?
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
He got a couple of canisters with some wires hanging out and told him that it was a bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a prank, it's a joke. He's a lunatic. He's an absolute lunatic. He should never passed the IQ test to get into the army.
Actually, Darren makes a good point here, the boss. He says Gurkhas are a small race and they're a fearsome fighting force. So size really doesn't matter.
Have you seen the Gurkhas? You've seen Gurkhas?
Yeah.
Get the shirt off them. They're solid. They're absolutely... They're a solid wall. I've met Gurkhas in my travels. They're solid. You try to play rugby with them, you're over. You're not putting them in the ground. That little skinny bloke there...
You be careful, this was where the red button could go.
My mother would knock him out.
Yeah.
Janet could knock him out.
I've got to say, this is going to be one of the worst cases of predicted text. You know when
Why?
you get it wrong? Janet's blaming the phone for calling him Daniel Kaleidoscope when his name's Daniel Khalif. But there you go. But apparently, he's been caught.
He's been caught. Shit, after he escaped from prison, they got him. Well, there you go, Mr. SES of the year. They was like, he's in the park. He can disappear for months. He can live off grass. He's dark in his face like Rambo. He's got to disappear.
And he did.
He's a 21-year-old lunatic who clamped himself at the bottom of a bloody van. Always connected with this terrorist group and that terrorist group.
Yeah, you're
He's
quite
a
right.
chancer, isn't he? He was a bloody chancer.
Yeah, but when he's right, you can't judge a book by its cover. And like Darren says, SAS, they don't have to stand out. But this guy,
Can you get that picture up?
Yeah, but this guy wanted notoriety. He did. He wanted. Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, if I look at him and look at his build, it's any 18, 19, 20-year-old.
You're kicking him out that bar, aren't you?
Yeah, no, yeah.
You wouldn't hesitate.
No, of course not. But the thing is, this guy wanted notoriety.
He wanted it.
Yeah,
he thrived on it.
Yeah, he wanted to be famous. He wanted to make a name for himself. However, it was going to happen. But hey, there you go. What do we know?
What is it? You that bloody social?
Ashley Roberts in Canada is asking, what did he do?
Right, I'll tell you what he did. He joined the army, got a bit of training, bit of a lunatic, bit of what did he want? Attention seeker.
Yeah.
So he got these canisters, put some wires out it, planted them around an army barracks, and told them that they were bombs. They found out they were fake bloody bombs. And then he invented this information. He stole this information, so he's going to give it to the Iran. But what information could he get? Could Ian Clark and Lisa Craig's son Craig get serious information?
Well, the MOD are not going to make it like they're not going to leave it on a desk saying, "Oh, by the way, don't
so how
that."
come this little skinny 21-year-old can get secret information? He's going to give it to Iran. He invented it. The guy is a lunatic. That's how desperate the British Army are. They're letting lunatics in, Lisa, now. Anybody. If you've got 2 legs and 2 arms, join us. Come and join us. They're even letting gay people fight for Britain now.
Really?
Yeah. What are they going to do?
You be careful. You're going to upset the LGBTQT plus infinity rainbow.
Yeah, next door neighbours are available.
Yeah, say no more. Let's just have a look. Do you know what SAS actually stands for in the context of this? Small and skinny.
Small and skinny.
So, Steve, Ian wants to know, you're saying you've taken off a few Gurkha shirts in your time?
Yeah, let's start.
Skinny peeps, great bullet fodder. What does that mean? Oh, bullet fodder. I think it means bullet fodder.
What's that mean?
Something to aim at. Say no more. And ones who wanted to be trans. What, transit vans? I don't know.
So, Eddie.
But they've caught him, apparently.
We've got him, right, thank God. Right, it took over 150 special unit officers, right? Searching the whole of bloody London and all around the areas. They closed the airports, Glasgow Airport, Manchester Airport, Liverpool Airport, London Airport. They were stopping people. What's that?
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that they've caught him, what are they going to do with him?
Put him back in prison. He's not even been to trial yet. You know what I mean?
Good morning, Wayne. How are you? All right?
I think Netflix will be onto him. It's like 1960s, isn't it? Underneath the bloody van. They've all got themselves to blame. Where was it? Where was the mirror?
But they're going to put him back in prison. What else can they do with him? They can't execute him. But if they execute him, they're going to.
No, he's going to go to court. He's going to be found not guilty, isn't he? Not guilty. He'll do time for escaping. So anyway, Eddie, let's get back to the reality here.
Okay.
150 special unit police officers on the case. Helicopters, bam, they're all giving it, aren't they? Airports, the ports. Dover was under. They were stopping the vans going into the ports. Mirrors, everything, checking every van. Do you see the roadblock, the line? Jesus, right. All for one lunatic, one 21-year-old skinny bloke. The country just nearly locked down. Meanwhile, Eddie, this week in bloody England, 2,000 illegal immigrants came over the border.
Amazing.
You know, if they could find one skinny bloke, why can't they find the 20,000 immigrants who are on the run in England?
Well, Arthur Glenn says, so he was really good at hiding. He must have done, because he hid under a wagon and then in the park. Mark Frisbee, Mark and Sue, how are you doing? Perhaps the info was that they're going to open a chicken shack in Iran. Don't know how true that is.
I wouldn't go to Iran.
No.
That's not on my list. No, definitely not Iran.
Dave, that's quite an interesting point. This actually makes the new ULEZ cameras useless.
They are useless, David, because 80% of them have been broken. The Robin Hoods are out there. Have you not seen? They've been breaking them left, right and centre. And that bloody mayor of London, he needs to be strung up. He needs to go back to Iran, wherever he came from, and fling him off a roof. Anyway, so...
That was very racist.
Was it?
Yes.
Well, I don't like him.
Boys, don't press the button. Don't press the button.
I never mentioned I just said I didn't like the guy.
Yeah, no.
How's that racist?
Well, you mentioned a country and then...
Yeah, they fling people off roofs.
Okay.
They don't have little courts like Wendy sits in. They go up a building onto the roof and just fling them off, don't they?
Well, you know, sometimes you
saves
think
money.
That'd be great.
It'd be good in England if they started doing that. Loosen up the prisons a little bit. Fling them off the roofs.
Hold on. Jenny's sending me a message on WhatsApp.
And I bet a member of the public found them. Yeah, it probably would be our bloody police force, would it? I mean, 20,000 illegal immigrants floating around the UK. Some of them are working in takeaway shops, washing your cars, packing your bags in supermarkets. They're all illegal. They can't find them. Can't find them, Eddie. Huh?
Yeah, you see, Dave's making some great points this morning. He's saying, what is the point of MOT emission specs and then introduce ULEZ?
I don't get that.
Well, ULEZ is to cut down the emissions in London, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's something like $12.50 a day.
Yeah.
If your car doesn't meet.
£12.50. I've seen that. Yeah.
If your car doesn't meet the.
You've got an old banger.
Yeah. Really. So he's saying, what's the point in having emissions checks if you're going to introduce ULEZ with the cameras and everything? It must be costing an absolute plumbing fortune, these cameras and everything. Surely there's a better use of that money. I'm just saying. I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it? So little London charging you £12.50 because they're worried about the emissions. Meanwhile, over in India, let's get the rockets up.
Excuse me, I'm having a compliment.
Why?
It's Mrs. Frizzers, it's Sue. Sue here. Hello, very sexy man. And you too, Steve.
That's from a bloke.
Yeah, somebody's just said, well, Ian's just said, I need to fit your seat with an ejector switch because it's going to be quicker than the red button at XPTV.
What have I done now? What have I done?
It's just you. Some old cars have better emissions than new ones. It's been proven. So there you go.
It's a money grabbing thing in London, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Tracy's saying that money could fix the roads. That'd be great. Looking to who owns these companies that we use to bring in new stuff like this. Well, yeah, the companies that make the cameras, I'm going to bet they've got connections.
Oh, I didn't know that.
To Parliament.
Edinburgh and Glasgow have done it as well.
Oh, Edinburgh's got the charge as well. Well,
wow.
Do you know when I was growing up?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
No, we never had none of this. The world worked quite finely. The economy was much better.
Yeah.
And the most you probably had to pay was a toll on a bridge. But we never had any of this. There you go, Shell, friend of a friend in the government. But when I was growing up, not Birmingham as well, surely.
Birmingham, bankrupt. Birmingham, that's where you're from, isn't it?
There you go.
They're bankrupt. You've no money.
Yeah, but you know, you go back 40 years.
Oh, here we go, right.
No, we didn't have any of this rubbish going on. And the world worked a lot better. The economy was better. But it's only the last
Can I just say
few generations.
A proven fact. The London air is cleaner now than it's ever been in its history.
Yeah.
They don't need it.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bring back plastic straws as well. We were talking about it.
Glenn's saying they can't go fast enough in Wales to cause smoke. Just 20 miles an hour. 20 miles an hour, is that your speed limit?
Really? No.
Not Manchester as well. I'm so out of touch with the news, and I shouldn't be. If all these places,
all the big cities,
are bringing in a ULEZ charge, how much money is that going to bring into the government? And when they've got it, what are they going to do with it?
We should do it with Los Gigantes, shouldn't we?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Shall we put a ULEZ charge on the shack?
Oh, there's one camera.
60s.
No, one camera at the top of into Los Gigantes.
Yeah.
Could be you and me. They wouldn't know. The council here wouldn't know.
And we could send out fake charges.
Fake charges.
I could manufacture them on the
€12.50
computer.
a go.
Yeah, €12.50 to come into Los Gigantes. That'd do it.
They put one on the other road going out.
Of course they do, Duncan. They just put it in their own pockets. Oh, don't tell me Bristol as well.
Bloody hell, everybody's at it.
Bristol isn't big enough for a ULEZ charge.
So you've got an old banger of a car, and you're driving any of these cities in England and Britain, I should say, bloody Britain, they charge you £12.50.
I've got an interesting question. What happens if you're a vintage car collector? Because you can't have those converted to low emission stuff. It's just the engine.
No, you get... The government will give you $2,000 to buy a new one.
Yeah, but they take your car off you.
Yes, what I mean.
What's the point?
Car's worth about 120,000 quid.
Yeah, I'll give you 20 quid for that.
Your Aston Martin, James Bond Aston Martin, yeah.
You don't think the government own that company? Think
so?
You know the one I mean?
Yeah.
Other people that buy cars aren't available. Coming in on the 17th of September, 20 mile an hour engines are less efficient at that speed, and the cyclists give us 1.5 meters as they overtake us. Glenn, do not start us on cyclists.
Oh, we hate them. We hate them.
We have a few friends who are cyclists, but they're hanging on by the skin of their teeth, I'll tell you. Vintage can be changed to electric. I saw it on a car TV programme. Well, then it must be true. It must be true.
Look at Michelle doing all that. In Tenerife now, you have to have a certificate in your car which rates it. And it's only €5, but it all adds up.
Yeah, I've got one of those in my car, but
Have
I don't display it. Do you display yours?
I didn't. No?
Yeah, we got one.
Why? Do I need one?
Well, I was told I don't need to put it on here. It's only if I travel to other cities in Spain.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I was told. I don't know.
I only found out the other day. You know the car I was given, the convertible?
Yeah.
Only found out the other day. I have no insurance.
And no roof.
Yeah, I've been driving it for 6 months. I've no insurance. I'll get some next week.
Tell you what,
no rush,
you are going to be in so much trouble.
There's no rush.
Naughty bad boy.
Yeah, well, no rush, is there?
Right, well,
it's not even in my name.
Guys, I have no idea where the last hour has gone. You get them from the post office. She displays hers. If you go to Santa Cruz, you can get one. Do you want one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go and get one then.
I'll go and
I don't
get
know where
one.
the last hour's gone, boys and girls. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Well, allegedly, because we went on air,
For the
Daniel
last-
started to watch our show, and that's how they caught him.
Oh, say no more. That is so cool to know. Listen, guys, many thanks to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xvvtv1.com.
Would you like to try that in English?
www.xptv1.com.
Get us on Facebook, catch up on YouTube, get us on
That was
Spotify,
funny,
and
wasn't
don't
it?
forget, tell all your friends,
Yes.
subscribe to us here at the Multicoloured
No
Talk
more
Show.
pork pies for the next couple of weeks, please, boys and girls.
Just bring you what you want, you'll get used to it.
Just bring him what you want.
Many thanks to all our friends who have been chatting to us on the chat room this morning. And
Where's my hat? I need my hat.
You need your hat. Get your hat. Get your hat. Oh, so
It's a little loud show.
it is, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I've not been Steve Gerald from the Chicken Shack,
And I'm not been Eddie Hastings from the 60s.
but we will
We
be back
will be back next
Saturday morning
Live.
at 11 o'clock for another edition of
The Multicoloured Talk Show.
Bye, guys.
Whoa!
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show. Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
I don't understand. That is awesome.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.
God help us all.